れてきたのだろうか。いつから悲しみの記憶を継いでいた。過ぎた遠い日々に思いを馳せていた。 Without a regret go your way because I promised you。 時の針は再び運命の時へと動き始めた。 I want to live in a limited time。 悲しみを振り切れ Absolutely unreal of truth。 私に耐えるため涙に溶かしたこの痛みが明日を切り開くから。生きたい生きたいと願う意志が魂に光を灯すだろう。 I want to live in a limited time。 愛する者のため Resolution of the heart and soul。 この手で切り開く。いつかたどり着く結末へと時を刻み続けてゆく。 Still I am in this world。 I want to give and God lies and truth and sacrifice。 Still I am in this world。 I want to give and God faith and hate endless road crave on faith the meaning of my life。記憶が見せる夢ぼやけたその景色に交わる運命が私を引き寄せた。思いが渦巻いた表裏のない世界。君との約束を見つけるためあの日から止まっていた時が今そんな未来へ動き始めた。 I want to live in a limited time。 絶望にあなたへ Resolution of the heart and soul。 この手でこの声で彼方で揺らめくあの光が未来へと続いていく。誰もが死ぬために生まれてきたのだろうか。いつから悲しみの記憶を継いでいた。過ぎた遠い日々に思いを馳せていた。 Without a regret go your way because I promised you。 時の針は再び運命の時へと動き始めた。 I want to live in a limited time。 悲しみを振 きたいと願う意志がああ魂に光を灯すだろう I want to live it in the limited time 愛する者のため Resolution of the heart and soul この手で切り開くいつかたどり着く結末へと時を刻み続けてゆく Still I am in this world I want to give and God lies and truth and sacrifice Still I am in this world I want to give and God faith and hate endless road crave on faith the meaning of my life
Whoa. Hi Ford. Thank you for being first. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, it kind of sucked to be here because we knew the child knew, and we all knew that the child was gonna die, and so we just our character decided to show her around Tokyo for her last days to at least let her see some of the world before she dies, which was so tragic. And Miharu found out that we were in contact with her and became really like bent out of shape about it. Like, this is so stupid. You shouldn't be hanging out with this person. So when you show her around, I'm gonna go with you to make sure you're safe. And then, I don't know, the child just had like a really good day. And then we ended at like at nighttime at near Tokyo Tower at night, and it was all lit up and pretty. And then the child just broke down and really started crying and talking about how she's not ready to die yet. And then she was like crying for her mom and dad, and our character wanted to go and hug her and embrace her and just like try to make her feel better, like just be a decent human being. And Miharu straight up looked at us and was like, don't get involved, don't get too attached. And I'm like, bruh, I'm gonna fucking strangle you. What do you mean, don't get attached? That baby is crying.
Let it cry.
She's gonna die.
Let it die.
And at some point there was a sleepover that happened where Miharu had pulled the child aside and they had a secret conversation that we didn't get to hear, although in hindsight we can probably guess what it was, which was they probably discussed that the child wanted Miharu to kill her because the child realized that we probably wouldn't be able to. And so they had that conversation. We woke up and snuck down but couldn't really hear any of it. And then the topic changed immediately because Miharu realized we were there. And then we had kind of a heart-to-heart with Miharu after the child went back to bed and was like just talking about stuff. And like, I think Miharu, that was when I'm pretty sure Miharu said we should be a team. And we were like, no. Because we offered to be a team before and she said no to us, so we were just like, what? No. Also for her own safety, right? Because our character's reasoning was that we already know that you're willing to give up everything for us and we're not really in that place, so it makes no sense for us to team up. is kind of, she was saying this very kind of emotionally, like, no. And then Miharu was like, look, you probably already know my cause of death anyway, or you can guess at it, which was a huge red flag to me and Bleach. And we were like, wait a minute.
Now, wait
And
a
then,
minute now.
wait. And Miharu also confessed her love to us in a very casual way. She didn't sit us down and be like, look, I love you. It was more like, that's why I love you.
Twice, she did it twice.
And then our character was like, huh? And she's like, oh, but she probably means as a friend. And I was like, I'm just gonna strangle her. This hurts so bad. This hurts so bad.
She's like, me too, bud.
Me too.
Bud.
And so we go to bed, and I think we wake up before Miharu does, or something happens where we see Miharu sleeping, and we can see the scars on her wrists, which all but confirms the wee woos that we were having, and Bleach really nailed it when he guessed what it was, and it's that she probably just hit the self-delete button on that one. And I don't know. For me, it just really hurt when she was sitting there. She's like, you can probably guess how I died, although I know you'll be like appalled by it or disgusted by it. I forget the exact word that she used, but it was basically like, just, you probably hate me for this. And our character had the thought of like, I could never hate you, but didn't say it out loud. And I'm like, ugh. Anyway, so that's, and then the child obviously wakes up the next day and is more happy-go-lucky, and she runs off to go be with her parents on the last day before she dies, and our character just had a full meltdown. Like, we just broke down, and oh, it was a lot. And we get to that night where you know, we know the child's gonna die. We do not vote her up, but Miharu does, which was a surprise to our character and a little bit to us, because we were like, oh shit. Oh no. And of course, Odette, the shark woman who has all of her information, also votes her up. So it's the first contested trial that we've seen. And so the goddess is like, okay, who wants to offer up a piece of their information to gain priority, basically? Who wants to go first? And Odette was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good off that. I'm not giving out any of my shit. And Miharu immediately was like, yeah, I'll give up my name. Which was also very jarring. But now we know what her name is, because for some reason we haven't known her name the whole time, and it's just because her last name is different than what we thought it was because of her complicated home life, I'm guessing, because of parents' divorce and whatever else.
We haven't
So
really
now we know
said
her
much
name, but
about her.
also everyone else knows the name. And she goes and her and the little girl go up together, and she kills her. And now Miharu knows that when you eliminate someone, you have to relive how they die. And she's like, you're kind of a sick fuck for that. And then she starts asking more questions, to which the goddess actively does not answer, because she asked if there was a power higher than or outside of the goddess that is dictating how this game goes, and therefore the goddess is also at the whim of the game, basically, because of the way the goddess was phrasing some stuff. So she's like, so you're not really in charge here, and she didn't want to answer that, so she just kicked her out. She's like, down you go. How dare you answer these, or how dare you ask these questions? I don't like people who probe too hard.
Ew,
Sends her
probing.
back down. She has to reveal her name. And we're just kind of devastated that one of our best friends just killed that little girl.
Oh, it gets worse. She picks a card to take.
Yeah, so Miharu obviously has to reveal her name to everybody, and then she has to pick a card off of the little girl who died, the child. And the options were Odette's regret, Miharu's name, or
Our
our
death.
cause of death.
And-
And she chose our cause of death, and we're just like, huh?
So she has 2 out of our 3 cards. One of the cards she
Right.
has, literally, we don't even know because we don't know our cause of death or regret. So it's like, well, fuck.
Right. And I feel like she can guess out our regret because she's being way too salty of like a normal person, I feel like.
She was
But yeah,
born with
so the
salt.
only thing that I could think of, because we were both kind of baffled at the end of that, and the only thing that I could think of as to why is to not only take the target off of our back, but also like as a defensive measure, also kind of take it off of hers as well. Because if she were to take Odette's card, yes, that would have been an amazing card to have. But that would have basically just guaranteed that Odette would have gone after her next. Like, you're dead, you're gone. And by extension, we also probably would have been attacked. But by taking our card, it makes it look like we don't have an alliance and she's stabbing us in the back. So there's no reason to come for us now, on top of the fact that, like, she doesn't have any extra information, so why would people go for her? So it seems like a very offensive defensive move, and I think that's the only way I can describe it, but it was very jarring. Like, fuck. Well,
And now we're back with 3 POV, by the way.
yeah, we are inside of Federico's mind, and we saw a lot of the back end of the trial through his mind as well. So, yeah, we'll see. It's time to meet up with Oda at the hotel, and I still haven't gotten over my excitement about what happened last night in the dream world.
なあいつら見たか1番2番ガキ仲間割れしてたぜ
She's probably gonna be like, you fool.
ああいうのはなんかゾクゾクするもんがあるよな
Okay.
But it makes it obvious how little she cares about listening to me as I ramble on and on.
ったく朝からうるせえやつだな。んなことより朝飯だ。ここのホテルのバイキングにはもう飽きちまったが、味は悪くねえからな。
たく
Someone's grumpy.
今後あいつらを脱落させに行くときに役に立ってくるかもしれないだろ
After saying that, I finally noticed that Odette's in a rotten mood. The excitement I got from their little quarrel made me forget all about what actually happened during last night's election.
私を出し抜いたんだ。見張るってのは侮れねえ。
She might look annoyed, but here's the thing. Her voice makes her sound a little thrilled by it.
面白くなってきたぜ。
I don't think I'll ever understand this monster's logic. Not after this outburst and what she said to that Russian brat. I can say one thing for sure, though. She ain't the only one who thinks things have finally gotten interesting. For the first time in a few days, I'm all alone when I wake up. My eyes feel dry. That leads me to believe I was crying in my sleep. Yeah, me too, bud.
It's funny. Okay, it's not funny, but like, I don't know if you remember, but when the mother died, she woke up and was like, I had a great sleep.
Yeah, she had a really good night's sleep, and I was like, what the fuck kind of tone deaf bullshit is it? What is wrong with you?
She was like,
I
"Oh,
was so...
that was great." I'm just saying, like, to be
Yeah,
fair,
the
she said.
juxtaposition there is interesting.
To be fair, she said it was because she felt empty. She felt nothing. So.
Right.
本当に弱いな私は
I can't deny that I enjoyed the time I spent together with Sonia. Being with her helped to take my mind off the pressure of divine selection. I do my best to hold back any more tears as I make my way over to my desk. Pick up my card book and peer at the card I obtained last night. It's the card that Miharu revealed to every participant in order to earn the right to eliminate Sonia. Ebenata Miharu. That's what's written on Miharu's name card. Her name doesn't ring any bells, but considering her family situation, I can guess what happened. What's more, Miharu obtained my cause of death card last night. Information that even I don't know the full details of. Her actions last night left me visibly shaken, which led her to take on a cold attitude toward me. I can't help but remember what she said. I have nothing more to say to you at the moment. No, it's to get you to shut up. Okay, do you? After making that comment, I get ready for school. I leave the TV on as I do so, which is how I come to learn some interesting news. Apparently, a suspicious-looking bag was left on one of the Yamanote line trains near Shibuya Station. The police initially suspected it to be an attempted terrorist attack, but after inspections, the bag turned out to be empty. Part of me wonders if one of the divine selection participants might have been involved, but based on the reports, I can't think of any links to them. As I listen to the report, I suddenly get a pounding headache. I start to feel stressed out and exhausted, both physically and mentally. I must have imagined the grisly scene of a terrorist attack unconsciously while watching the news.
It's almost like you were part of one.
It's almost like that's the one. Thanks to all that excitement, it seems like the trains are running late. I make sure to head out earlier than usual. I bump into Naomi on my way to school. I never see her in the morning because she always comes earlier than me, but I guess the train's delayed her enough today. She notices me first, so she spins her body around to face me. Okay. Except the spin is so sudden that it causes her to lose balance. I quickly grab her hand and support her so she doesn't fall. It's been a while since I last saw one of Naomi's tripping scenes. Then again, it's been a while since I last saw Naomi, period.
Yeah, that's part of her quirk, I guess. She's clumsy. She trips on
Yep.
air.
Yep.
Apparently so does Banana.
Okay, this is true. Like to think it's not as frequent as Naomi. I did 4 rounds of bowling yesterday without eating shit, so like I can live.
I can live.
I can live.
Unlike Naomi, you tripped just standing there for some reason. It's like, what?
Yeah. I sure do.
大丈夫？
Aren't ya?
She struggles to hide her embarrassment as she props herself back up, right?
どう？文化祭の準備は進んでる？そこそこって感じです。まだ内装の飾り付けとかをどうするか全然決まってなくて。あ、でもコーヒーはバッチリですよ。最優先でみんなに教えています。よかった、元気そうで。文化祭はもう来週だから、あっという間だね。
Oh my god, are they gonna do a thing where we have to decide who to go with? Eggplant or fucking child hater? I don't know what to call her.
Miharu?
Yeah, that
Her
one.
name? You don't know what to call her because she has a name?
I don't know what to call her because I forget her name.
Nah. I'm not even sure how things are going with my own class right now. I might end up helping them out with something the day of, but for now, I have no idea whether or not things are progressing well.
Damn, okay, well, damn.
先輩はその
With what? Divine Selection? I just watch a child get taken out by my best friend. One of my closest friend, I guess.
Just as Naomi is about to say something, a voice calls out to me from behind her.
おはようリンカと羊さん。
The way she said, you see how she said it lower? Like, I just want to hear that again. Hold on.
Yeah,
Ohio,
that's an
Rinka.
afterthought.
と羊さん。
Oh, yeah, you too.
おはようリンカと羊さん。
Yeah.
Miharu has just arrived, it seems. As always, her hair flutters elegantly in the wind. She speaks to me like normal, almost as if what happened in the dream world last night never took place. What? In all technicalities? It hasn't? I do my best to follow along, considering Naomi's presence.
三島先輩。あ、じゃあそろそろ私行きますね。
No,
そう
please.
ですし。
Don't leave us with her.
あ、私たちも。
She skitters off toward the building before I can finish my sentence.
僕はやはり避けられているみたいだね。
I wonder why. Jeez. It's not like you're nice to her.
I struggle to find an appropriate response.
It's not like you're even nice to her. What do you care?
However, she removes that burden for me by making the response herself.
まあ仕方ない。もともと原因を作ったのは僕の方だってことは分かっているよ。
She's self-aware of it.
ナオミと何かあったの？くせ。大丈夫。大したことではないよ。さあ、僕たちも教室へ行こう。遅刻ギリギリだ。
Nothing major. We just both love the same girl who's oblivious to both of us.
She'll be so danceable, like, damn. That sucks. This girl sounds weird. It's like, what? Anyways.
ちょっと待って。あのさ、昨日のことだけど。うまく話題をそらしたつもりだったんだけどね。放課後バイトが終わったら僕からライオン館へ行くよ。
She really said distraction. Pocket sand.
話をそらすっていうの嘘。美晴、もともとそのつもりだったんでしょ。
Smile upon hearing my question is enough of an answer for me. She's fully aware that I want to talk about last night's events. The flood of students pouring into school eventually forces us to ride the wave with them.
さあさあリータン、お昼ご飯の時間だよ。
Mao darts over to my desk as soon as the bell for lunch break rings.
今朝は朝ごはんを食べてなかったからお腹が空いてもう限界。
Bruh.
朝ごはん食べてないのはいつもでしょ。じゃあ美晴にも声を。
にゃ、みはるんは今日奨学金の説明かなんかで先生のところに行かなくちゃいけないんだって。で、さっき先生がみはるんのこと呼んでたの聞いてなかったか。
あ、そういえば先生に呼ばれてたような。
リータンは相変わらず変なところで抜けてるな。なので今日は2人だよ。
She grabs my hand and drags me along to the cafeteria.
リータン、今日はパンじゃないんだね。
ああ、なんとなく。マオもだね。
うちはリータンがご飯系にしたから合わせたのだよ。
Mao has opted for karage this time around, while I've gone with curry. We don't normally go for this kind of stuff since we need to carry it all the way to the rooftop, but I wanted something with a strong flavor today, so I picked this without too much thought.
リータンは辛いの苦手だと思ってたけどカレーなんだね。
Sometimes you just need spice to feel.
いや、辛いのも甘いのも好きだよ。極端に辛かったりやたら甘かったりするのが好きじゃないだけ。
うんうん、知ってたよ。
Mao nods her head multiple times in an attempt to seem all-knowing. I dismiss it with a smile. As I smile, I remove the packaging of my curry. If I don't do it now, odds are I might actually forget to eat while talking with Mao.
にはははは、疲れてるんだね、リータンも。
どうしたの急に。
いや、だってスプーン忘れてるからさ。
Time to fist your curry. That's like eat it with your hands. There we go. You can pick up chopsticks and spoons at your leisure in the cafeteria, but it completely slipped my mind that I need one. All I have is a small hand towel.
では、そのおしぼりとこれを交換してあげよう。
Huh.
She produces a plastic spoon from within the plastic bag she has with her. She hands it over to me in exchange for my towel.
さて、魔王様と呼びなさい。
What the hell?
どうもありがとう、魔王様。
こうも平然と言われると面白みがないというか。
Bro, you asked for it.
Looks like she was banking on me being not too pleased about having to bow down to her like that. I figured that was going to be her ultimate demand, hence why I said it right up front.
本場のインドカレーみたいに 手で食べることになっちゃうとこだったね。
Just hearing the word Indian causes Alan to pop up in my mind for a brief moment.
Oh no.
Fortunately, her joke is a bit on the extreme side, so my involuntary reaction works for her too. I end up spending all of lunch break chatting away with Mao. Just as we are about to finish eating, she brings up a topic I don't expect.
そういやさ、リータンは気づいてないかもしれないけど、ここ最近ナオリンはずっとリータンのこと気にしてる
Oh
よ。
god.
Wait, who? What?
Naomi, eggplant.
Why was it spelled? I felt like it was spelled weird, or maybe I haven't noticed.
It's a nickname. Naomi,
Oh.
because like she calls us Rintan.
Oh,
name.
I was like, who?
Or like Rinny. Yeah. I gotcha. I ask her what she means, but she waves off my question and continues.
Bruh.
あれは完全に恋する乙女の瞳ですな。
Okay.
What the fuck
she
you-
is
what are you
actively trying to help us be less stupid in the most unhelpful way possible.
バカ、そういう言い方はナオミに失礼でしょ。
We are just so dumb, it's unbelievable.
いや、
Oh
まあ
my
いいんだ
god.
けどさ、最近ナオリンほったらかしにされて寂しそうだよ。ほったらかしって。
I still think Mao is best girl, which is crazy that she just doesn't even have a route. She's not even a character in this story.
She doesn't go that way, I
She's
guess.
an NPC.
She's like, yo, I don't go that way. I just help people that go that way.
Yeah, her route doesn't have to be a romantic one, because none of these are particularly romantic, but like,
I love how you're like,
I just like her character a lot.
Yeah, where's the best friend route where we just run off in the sunset with Mao just chilling?
Or she just fixes us, because we have issues.
She fixes us.
Mao fix me.
ミハルンに比べればナオリンは我慢しちゃう子だからね。
That's Eggplant and Miharu
Wait,
for translation purposes.
I know, but I'm like, wait, what do you mean? Who? Wait, huh? They both kind of keep it up. I mean, sure, Miharu's like more outgoing, but that's more of her jealousy. That's more outgoing than anything. I don't know. I feel like they both lock it away, just in different ways.
ともかくさ、リータン自身が最近ずっと疲れちゃってるからさ、ちょっとは休んだ方がいいよ。
I can't. I'm in a death game.
リータンが元気ないと、基本的にうちらみんな元気なくなるしね。
Well, that might be true in like, what is this, the third week? Fourth week? It's the fourth week, right? Hold on. Yep, we're...
Yes.
I think it's the fifth week. Holy crap, we're on the fifth week? Maybe? Possibly?
Because the whole first week we didn't do anything, and then the random bitch died.
Yeah, we can tell by
The
people
second
that-
week we did nothing, and the Asian
One.
man was killed.
2... Oh yeah, 3, 4. We're on the fifth week.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, the third week was the mom. The fourth week was the child. We're at the beginning of 5, yeah. Or whatever day it is. I don't know how many days. I think
We're on
this is
Monday.
just the morning of the next day, so it's the beginning.
It's Monday. Holy crap. So like, damn. After this week, we'll be like halfway done, or at least like on the halfway point.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, yeah. we
Damn.
will have murdered 5 out of 11. Because the 12th one gets to live.
I'm calling it now. The old man is next.
Interesting.
リータンが今どれくらい元気がないかっていうと、スプーンを忘れるだけじゃなくて、カレーを食べながら口の周りを汚しちゃうくらい。
I'm gonna go with the surprise bet of someone that we haven't even seen yet is going to die next.
Well, we still haven't met the person that we think was the person on the train and with the bomb. We still haven't met them. I think we know we're there in the game, but we haven't met them. We have seen the old man.
Right. And then I think there's still another 1 or 2 that haven't been identified.
I can look again, cause...
Okay,
the old man, the one I think did the bomb, and there's one more that I don't remember seeing.
Okay, so I'm gonna vote for that one more that we haven't seen. That's the one. They're dying. Believe it. I bet the old man's gonna kill them. I'm going total left field here. I'll just be like, the old man is going to kill whoever the Giga Random is. She opens the pack containing the towel I traded for her spoon and hands it to me.
ほれ、おしぼりあげるから、魔王様と呼びなさい。魔王様。
This is fun. I like this.
またか。
You want her to be more embarrassed? Do it in public, forehead. Y'all are like alone on this rooftop eating lunch. And yep, guess I do have curry plastered all over the left side of my mouth. Al's probably right. Everything that's happened recently has left me mentally exhausted. Even so, I doubt I'll be able to get any proper rest in the near future.
Just give me like 7 weeks. If I'm still here, I'll be fine after.
After all.
まあ、とは言っても、リータンには魔王様のどんなアドバイスも無駄なのは分かっておるよ。
The Japanese that they use versus the translation they choose to give it is actually everything right now. It's so funny. Mao jams her trash into the plastic bag before standing up.
だからせめてリータンの好きなようにすればいいさ。ありがとう。
Thanks, man.
Strangling Miharu, got it.
Yeah, we're both on the Strangle Miharu train. It's just, you're doing it to end her, and I'm doing it because I can't hate her. It's complicated. I'm strangling with love and violence. I'm genuinely grateful to hear that from her. There's no way she could know about divine selection. Not even Miharu would divulge that sort of thing to her. And that's okay. That's how it should be. That's exactly why her words are such a relief to hear.
じゃ、これ捨てといてね。うちはミハルのとこ遊びに行ってくる。
Okay.
I am so Team Mao, it's insane. I'm so mad. She hands me the plastic bag and takes her leave. When she's gone, I finish up my own lunch before following her lead. After classes end for the day, I head out of school with the intention of going home. However, once I reach the gate, I notice Naomi leaning against the wall with her eyes cast down. She doesn't seem to have noticed me, so I call out to her.
先輩。 ってたんです。私はあれ、文化祭の準備はいいの？はい、今朝飾り付けがまだって話をしてたと思うんですけど、小物とか全然決まっていなくって。カップとソーサーをたくさん揃えると予算オーバーなので紙コップなんですけど、せめてコースターとかマドラーとかお砂糖入れとかは可愛いのがいいって。それで
And
もしお時間あれば買い物に付き
Oh.
合ってくれませんか？
Budget probably isn't their only issue. I doubt they have enough people to wash mugs one by one. It's probably best that they stick to disposable plastic ones anyway, what with all the hygienic issues to consider at such events. I happen to know a place that has exactly what she needs, so I don't see any harm in taking her there. I won't see Miharu until later tonight anyway, so it'll be fine as long as I keep track of the time. Oh no.
大丈夫だよ。
Stop it, visual novel
メッセージ
gods.
を教えてくれればよかったのに。事前に言ったら先輩に予定を空けさせちゃうんじゃないかなって思ったので、本当に時間があればっていうんですから。
She trails off, drawing her eyes away from me. It's my fault that she's acting this way around me, so I can't exactly brush her off.
もう気にしなくていいのに。じゃあ行こうか。とりあえず渋谷に知ってるお店があるからそこから見てみよう。はい、ありがとうございます。
She's practically had her hands in every step of her class's process for this festival, which is insane. It's not her class.
She's not even doing
With
anything
that, we
for
make
her
our way
class.
to the station. Huh?
She's not even doing anything with her class. She's like, ah, they're probably doing some shit. I don't know what they're doing. I'm around.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention. I'm spacing out all day, every day.
I'm around.
After we finish our shopping trip in Shibuya, we hop on the train to head home.
Oh, hey, look, you got a TTS.
There would be a time for me to stab platonically Ford, but I must wait for consent first. Things like this is very important. Wow. I'll give it one more take in case I fumbled that.
You did.
Yeah, shush. Don't say stupid. Let me live. There would be a time for me to stab platonically Ford, but I must wait for consent first. For things like this, it is very important. There you go. 2 clean takes. You're welcome.
And I even clipped it.
I'm sure Burton is going to as well, because I bet that's going to be a soundboard that is going to counteract the other one that I will find momentarily. Give me a second. Ford was right. Ford's always been right, always will be right, from this day until the end of time, forever and ever, amen. That one.
Damn, that's sped.
Yeah, because if you recall, when I said it in stream, I was rambling for like 20 seconds, so that had to be shortened to 5 or less.
Hey, man.
Burton did a lot of work on that to make it function. Anyways, thank you for your participation. At Shinjuku, we have a little downtime while we wait for our transfer to arrive.
ありがとうございます。さすが先輩ですね。可愛いのがたくさん買えました。
You know, let's just blow off Miharu and just hang out with Ed playing. I'm just saying.
ならよかった。
Yeah. I don't know. Either route sounds like pain to me. Because no matter what, they're gonna stick us in a situation where we're gonna be in a conversation and it's gonna be like, oh no.
We
Now
can
we
just
struggled to make it.
we can just use the friend card. I was like, you guys are good friends.
Naomi struggled to make a decision in the store, so she ended up picking 3 different items for each category. Her plan is to show them the rest of the class and then decide which to use.
でもナオミは偉いね。リーダーって感じ。いえ、ただ私以外に仕切る人がいないから流れで私がリーダーみたいになっているだけです。
She's like, I volunteer as tribute.
そういうところが偉いねってことだよ。
She must have felt her face burn a bright red as she diverts her gaze from me immediately. From what I've heard, it sounds like she's getting along with her classmates as well. I wouldn't be surprised if her taking charge of the culture festival played a part in that. Considering how scared of me she was when we first met, she's definitely come a long way.
Well, don't you remember what Sonia says? You look scary, apparently.
Yeah, we probably have RBF on top of the fact that because our hair is different, they probably think we're like a...
Delinquent?
Yes.
What?
Help me.
Huh?
I know that word in Japanese.
What?
It's...
Garu? Gyaru?
Oh, Gyaru. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. We probably look a bit like a Gyaru, and therefore people would probably assume more negative connotations than not. But yeah, we're kind of just a guy. We're like so normal. Kind of stupid, but so normal.
We have the protagonist, this buff,
Yeah.
or debuff, depending on how you ask.
Yeah, the MC debuff goes hard. I guess that makes her the exact opposite of me. Just as we're about to get on the train, she stabs me with a sharp glare.
I was like, oh damn, just out of nowhere, just stabs you. Like, hey, friends. Ah. Hydrate.
Thank you for the hydrate. Is that because my brain exploded? You're like, you clearly have a migraine. Here, take this water, because you would be right. I know that's not why you're doing it. I think you're loading me up. Yes, exactly. Yeah, okay.
She just randomly got stabbed.
And she leans in and whispers. Bro, why? Oh, no.
Not the whisper.
先輩、あの人。
Okay, yep, I knew it. What the fuck? I knew it. See, this is because we made that deal where you promised you would keep me watered if you're gonna dehydrate me. This is fine. It functions. I don't even think it's playing. It's just the idea of it is making me
It's
cry.
not. Hold on. I think because I turned it off, it now is like janked. Hold on.
Give us a minute. I'll cry for free.
Oh, because I
I
moved
shouldn't
it.
have brought it up. Bro, what up? What did I bring up?
I think it's because I technically moved it. Hold on.
I've already forgotten what I did. I'm sure I did something to myself. I'm just suckling on this water now.
Let's see. Oh, there it is.
No.
Can you hear it?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm glad you can hear it.
This is good. This is fine. Trying to water you up to get you to cry. You already hit the cry button before I said that, didn't you? I don't know. I don't remember.
No, she hydrated you first, and then you said it, and then she's like, oh yeah, exactly.
The first time was the migraine. This song plays in my head when I have migraines too, so it's fitting. When I'm sitting there in the darkness, just staring at the ceiling, and I'm like, fuck, this hurts so bad, I'm gonna throw up. And this song is just playing on repeat in my brain.
I'm telling you, I'm going to find a way to make it that I plaster a giant life-size, I forget her name. I literally forgot. Maya on your
Maya?
ceiling. On your ceiling.
Oh god, I forgot you wanted to do that.
And I'll even
Holy
rig it
shit.
where the second you lay down and open your eyes, the song plays. It's just like, oh no. And you're just staring at Maya.
Oh my god.
Just in
Bro.
maximum damage.
Yeah, that's the reason why I can't give him my address, is because he's already said that he's just going to send me Maya merch to my house. So he can never know where I live, because he's just gonna send me shit that I'm gonna viscerally hate. It's so over.
You'll love it.
I mean,
I want to just commission art of you dressed as Maya one of these days.
that'd be kind of fire, but I don't know how that would work on a banana.
We can find the way.
Because if you recall, I really liked her design. She's just such a bitch.
Oh my god, look at that.
Oh fuck. See, I was wondering if this was gonna happen, because I got PTSD from looking at the train station, and I was like, is this... Anyway. She motions towards someone in the distance with enough subtlety to prevent bringing us any undue attention.
銀の髪の
Suspicious.
We're gonna get blown up again, but we can't die. My shoulders stiffen the moment I spot her. Her train hasn't arrived yet, so...
Push her in front.
ナオミ先帰ってて待ってください先輩がそんなに焦るってことはあの子選定の参加者なんですよね
Yeah.
確か
Now there's
子供が
one.
2人混ざっていたって言ってました
I'm glad you could do math. When you have two and one dies. Numbers 4 and 10 to be precise. Sonia's been eliminated, which leaves only number 4. I happen to have her cause of death card, but other than that, I don't know a single thing about her. I'd chalk up her appearance here as a coincidence, but that'd probably be a mistake. Not only have Sonia and Alan turned up in Shinjuku, but now she has too. There's gotta be a reason.
She's blowing up trains.
The foggy spots in my mind. Sorry, hold on, my brain exploded. I read that and I was like, what does it even mean?
The
And then
foggy spots in my
everything
mind.
went blank.
You're like
whole,
the foggy spots.
everything just...
The foggy spots in my mind, and the fog took over you. It's like,
Oh fuck, that is what that says. That's really funny and ironic.
What were you actually talking about foggy spots in your mind?
My everything went blank. Like, I don't know if you've ever felt like a chalkboard after it's just been erased. I don't know if that even makes any sense to you, but I just had that moment where it's like dissociation, but I didn't dissociate at all. I just ceased.
You just ceased to exist.
I just ceased. It's fine. I'm fine. I had that moment this morning too. I was trying to remember something. I was talking to my dad about something. I was like, give me a minute. It'll come to me.
Eventually.
It just... Okay. The foggy spots in my mind, memories regarding my cause of death, and what Parka explained at our initial meeting are likely linked to the same reason. I shouldn't waste my time trying to figure that out right now, though.
はい聞いてますか
They say my name! You the bitch!
No, she said Kai.
Yeah, she said... Ka.
ちょっとあの子のことを考えてたってあれそういえばどうしてナオミがあの女の子を知ってるの
She was fire burning.
どこかで見たことがあるような気がしてでも
We're already using different pronouns. I love that neither of them knows. It's a child.
から聞いていた情報からなんとなく想像していたんですかねってあれあの子男の子じゃないですか男の子かな華奢だし顔も女の子っぽい
Whoa, there's our deja vu.
The galaxy up the rear. Do you ever just feel shooketh from your tailbone? Shooketh.
私が言いたかったのはそうじゃなくて
Yeah, who cares about that?
向こうはまだ
Just say the demon child and move
ない
on.
みたいですだったら後をつけた方が
Yeah, we've taken care of one. Now we have to take care of the other.
The way this visual novel is accidentally so based because they're like, she, her. It's like he, him. It's like, wait. Which one is it? I don't know. Well, they, them. I don't know. I'm sitting here chuckling to myself about it because it's like so subtly based. Especially because it's a child. It's like, I don't know. It's a child. The tone of
That
her voice
thing.
matches the serious expression on her face.
I would have been like that thing over there.
Mm-hmm.
Children aren't real. That thing.
少しでも情報を持っておいた方がいいかとごめんなさい私余計なことを
You made gifts for me for later. After stream, remind me. Wait. Okay.
Free presents, yay.
Yay.
うんありがとう
What does it mean?
私もそのつもりだったから
Okay.
でも一人で行くだからさっき先帰っててって言ったんだごめんね言葉足らずで
I mean, thank you, but also I'm scared. Her gaze falls to the floor, and after a moment of consideration, she nods.
危険があるのは分かっていますからでももし写真を撮ったりしてそれをもとに家での調べ物とかがあれば私いつでも先輩の協力をしますさせてください 気持ちだけでもすごく嬉しいよありがとう はい けてください。
I respond with a firm nod before we part ways. The gaze fall to the floor? Yeah, me too.
It's all that foggy mind happening.
I apologized to her under my breath after we split up. Next, I pick up my pace to keep the girl in sight. Oh, but we're definitely invested on this being a girl. We're like, nah.
We already know
Oh,
she's a bit. Anyways,
she's the Unabomber.
the Unabomber.
After 30 minutes of tailing her, we finally reach what seems to be her destination.
We? Who the hell are we? What's this we? Why is she saying we?
Her and the person she's following? I don't know. That's the best guess I can give you.
I guess.
Upon leaving Shinjuku Station, she takes the Chuo line all the way to a residential district.
I guess she's including the person she's following. I thought she was like, we finally found where she landed, and I was like, wait, you came here alone. You're stalking her on your own.
Hope no one calls the police, because following a child home is a no-no.
What if that child is planning to bomb or bombed or whatever?
Well, you would have to have proof of that.
Listen, science. There you go.
That's what you're gonna tell the police? Like, the police get called on you because you were following a child home and you're like, look, it's because they're gonna bomb a train station. They're like, how do you know that? And you just say, science.
Science! Yeah, science!
You are getting locked up, my guy.
What am I supposed to say? Because they did it 5 weeks ago. It's like, what? I don't
I
remember.
think you can say anything, that's why I'm like... I don't think there's anything you can say.
Science.
Science.
Surely there's a bomb in the house.
Science. Huh?
Surely they have it in their house, right? They're just keeping it there for lulz.
Sure. Judging by her familiarity with the area, she must live around here. She certainly doesn't look Japanese, but there aren't any hotels around here. That means she probably isn't here on holiday with her family, unlike Sonia. That leaves only one alternative.
She could be half Japanese.
Mm-hmm. It's hardly surprising, though. Lots of foreigners live in this area.
あの家だ。
She stops in front of... Interesting. She stops in front of and then makes her way into one of the houses.
Maybe it's just me. But I feel like she's going to get caught because I feel like she's not very good at tailing people.
Yeah, probably. But also, Naomi would probably be worse because we'd just be standing there and then she would eat shit and die and make like the loudest noise in the world when we're trying to be quiet. And it's like, come on, dude.
Fair enough, but I don't know. I've never tailed anyone, so can't say how easy or uneasy it is. Maybe I should just practice.
I think it depends on the person. Yeah. You should definitely just stalk like one of your nephews one day just to see what happens.
Nah, it has to be a
And then
random
when the
person.
police get called on you, and they're like, "Why are you doing that?" And you're like, "Science."
Science. Like, I am trying to master the art of stalking. Why? Because you never know when you need to stalk someone. I'm building up my skill tree.
I'm leveling up my sneak.
Yeah, exactly.
Bruh.
It's funny because my family also complains about how sometimes I can be weirdly quiet because I can sneak up behind them. I'm like, Jesus Christ, and they just turn around and I'm just there. I'm like, what?
See, then you might be designed for it. I think it's a combination of how normal you can make yourself blend in versus how unaware of the person's surroundings, like the person you're following is.
I
'Cause I think
think
there's only so much you can do realistically when you're following someone to really like. But if they're just observant, and you're fucked. So I don't know.
I think it also I would know some things only just because of movies, but not like it's like
Dun, dun.
yeah.
I feel like a lot of that is unrealistic.
Well, I
though,
feel like some
'cause-
of it like at its core is fine, but the over like thing they do, like yeah, but like some can like I forgot what I was thinking, but like the bare minimum, like blending in
Sure.
and like
yeah.
and like not making it obvious you're looking at them.
Yeah. Don't be in their direct line of sight. Don't be staring at them. Like, don't be acting
Like-
sus.
Like
Yeah.
one that I saw like is cool is like they're like watching the person, but they're not looking at them. They're looking at a window, and the window reflects that they can look at them without
that's
making it
smart.
obvious.
Yeah, and with smartphones these days, it's really easy to do that because you just have to tilt the camera up while you're looking down at your phone.
Yeah, like small stuff like that. I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. Write that down. Write that down.
Write that down. No, so why are we doing like stalking 101?
Stalking one. Because you never know when you need to tail someone. You never know when you'll be in a situation where you're in a death game and you have to eliminate everyone else.
Yeah, you just truly never know, you know?
Exactly.
That one's going in my Hall of Fame. Thank you, Ford. I love the science of stalking.
Yeah, science.
Science. Seems like a pretty old place. Older than the houses around it, anyway. Another thing that makes it stick out is how run down it is. A decent earthquake could probably shake it down with ease.
Damn.
Things certain people in certain areas think about. I do look at some structures, I'm not gonna lie. I'll look at a structure and I'm like, yo, I hope they had an earthquake engineer working on the materials that went into that bitch, because that does not look like it's ready to go.
I mean, I guess it makes sense as a thought for Japan, because don't they have like a lot of
Right,
earthquakes?
exactly. Yeah, that was kind of my point, is like, because when you live in certain areas where earthquakes are prevalent, you look at the architecture and you're like, that's never gonna stay standing. That's just not, that's shit. Do better. Or then you go to places that gets like a lot of tornadoes and they're like, oh yeah, that's not, nah, you gotta fix that. All that is wrong. Go to a place with flooding, it's like, there's no like irrigation here, that's just gonna pool up and drown everybody. What do you
No, we don't say drown, we say free swimming pool.
Yeah, see how that works out. I'm hardly a pro when it comes to tailing people, but I think it's safe to say that I wasn't noticed.
That you know.
There's no need for me to escalate things yet, so I check out the nameplate at the entrance after making sure she's gone inside. That's smart. We can at least get a last name. It's a bit faded, but not enough to make it illegal. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. So in Japan, you have to label your property with your name?
I guess.
Oh. Interesting.
That way people can find you, I guess. I don't know.
Yes, yeah.
If the mail can't tell where you live, I guess.
That's fair. Yeah, because like we do have to have like the numbers to the property somewhere on the property in the US.
So it's probably the same, but just with name.
But with names, yeah. Interesting. Ushizuka. Gesundheit. Safe to say that's the surname of this house's owner. And with any luck, it's the last name of the child. Does the same apply to her, though? Who knows? My instinct says no. In fact, it's entirely possible that she's squatting in an empty home for some temporary lodging. Ducking behind the wall of the house next door, I try to eavesdrop on any conversations going on. Lucky for me, I'm able to hear something. Nothing specific, but the walls are thin enough to leak out the voices from inside. Voices? Okay. Sounds like there are at least 2 people inside. One is likely the girl, but the other sounds like an old man. Is it the old man?
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
I'm tired of bombing trains, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad. I'm sorry. That just really tickled me. Good one, Bleach. I'd guess that the latter owns this place, which means the girl is probably staying with his permission. I wonder, does my... Sorry, I can't let it go. It's still funny. I wonder, does my card book work with conversations involving someone who isn't a participant? Considering I was able to hold a conversation with that one tourist before I even knew anything about the divine selection, it's probably safe to assume it does.
そろそろ戻ろう。
It's my best option for now, especially when I can't make out exactly what they're saying. Just as I'm about to walk away, a passenger starts talking. A passenger? God, a passerby starts talking to me.
The passenger.
Oh dear. The passenger on the train.
Oh no.
She's in her early 40s and is carrying a bag from the supermarket. I assume she was out buying things for dinner.
The heck is she talking to me for?
あら、
She probably lives here.
に用事かしら。
What? It's just, what makes you think that?
Because we were standing outside his damn house.
So?
Being a weirdo.
You never seen anyone just stand spacing out before? Mind your own business.
Not next to someone's house with their ear against the wall listening. Like, that's...
I was tired. I needed to lean on something. There happened to be a wall.
That shit'll get you shot where I'm from. You were tired and you had to lean your ear on the wall. Please. Oh, she's being honest. Interesting. I'm taken aback at first, but she might know something about the girl if she lives in the area.
この家って昔から外国人の子供が住んでいたんですか？
あら、あなたも気になる？
Oh.
Oh.
Her face twisted with a sly grin in addition to her response.
Why the grin?
I know her type. That's the exact same expression made by the kids at school when they gossip about others. We found our
家
Nancy.
族と縁を切ったのか、ある時期からずっと一人暮らしだったのよ。
Okay.
It's
あん
probably
まり
because he
家から出
died.
ないもんだから、近所では餓死したんじゃないかって噂も頻繁に立ってたの。数日経ってフラフラしているところを見かけて、ああ、大丈夫だった。なんてことよくあったのよ。
It's like, oh damn, phew, the old man's alive. What does this have to do with the foreign child?
高齢者の孤独死って最近増えてるらしいし、大変よね。
Oh,
Oh,
it's
well.
old people dying season, I
で
guess.
も、一月前
Smooch.
くらいかしら。急にあの女の子の姿を見るようになって、近所では何か複雑な事情があったんじゃないかって噂になってるのよ。
Go on.
What do you mean dubious?
Dubious
昔は夜の店での
circumstances.
遊びが激しくって隠し子がいたとか。あら、こんな話はあなたに聞かせる話じゃないわね。
Oh. I shouldn't be saying these things.
Really? Because we
Forget
just
you ever heard anything.
I just asked who she was, and then you just told me this old man's life story.
That's funny. The look on her face practically screams that she wants to keep going. Go on.
あの子のことは皆さん知らないんですね。
ええ。牛塚さんが海外で悪いことをしてたんじゃないかって勘ぐる人もいて、みんな関わりたがらないのよ。
Nefarious deeds abroad. Mans was fucking.
Well, you don't even know the relation to each other. Hell, she could be
I
just
think they're
a
implying
nurse.
that it's like a child or something.
I don't freaking know. Could be a friend, like, you know, like a friend asks, "Can you look after my child while whatever?" Doesn't have to be his either.
Sure.
通報して恨まれたりしたら嫌だものね。
Oh, they think he stole this child. Oh, oh.
Okay, so
それにあの子、病気を持ってるんじゃないかって噂もあるくらいだから、みんな近寄りたがらないのよ。
what the hell? I mean, I feel like that's not true. If she has an illness, I feel like it would be dangerous for her to live with an old person because, you know, they don't have the strongest immune system.
But that was the other kid.
The
The other kid was the sick kid. Surely we don't have two sick kids.
They're all sick, anyways.
あなたも気をつけなさいね。最近あの人が気になってる人が多いみたいだけど。
I was just curious.
すみません。ありがとうございました。
Just listening to her gab on and on has pissed me off.
You told me nothing useful. You could have gave me a name, but no.
I won't judge anyone for hazarding a guess about something, but using it as an excuse to spread unsavory rumors about him feels wrong. Plenty of older people live by themselves, so why would they make comments at his expense about it?
Because they're bored.
Having given her my thanks, I use it as an excuse of my own to cut the conversation off there. My hunch seems to have been on the mark, at least. I might be able to find something out about that girl if I talk to him. I should head home for now, though. I've still got the store to attend to. And, you know, Miharu. And make sure to message Naomi on the train home. I assume she's worried about me, all things considered. No point giving an in-depth report, so I just text a quick summary. It doesn't take long for her to reply, telling me to get in touch if I need help. She said something similar when we split up, too.
でもあの子と住んでいるのっておじいさんですよね。妙に気になるような。
I'm curious about her thoughts on the matter, but that would just invite the same gossip as that lady. I need to handle this on my own. It's down to me to gather as much info as I can. Instead, I simply reply with an "it's all good," to which she responds with an emoji. Please tell me it was an eggplant. I need to handle this on my own.
That would make no sense. Just like, it's all good, eggplant. It's like, what?
What do you mean? It's just eggplant. It's her version of a thumbs up, but she just gets a bar. Oh, no. It's so cursed here. I need to handle this on my own. It's down to me to gather as much info as I can. I prep to open the store as soon as I get back. Few people swing by, but no one stays for long because it's a weeknight. Once 9 p.m. rolls around, I close up shop. Miharu stops by around then, just like she said she would.
Yeah, Rinka.
She just burst out. Why are you here? Oh, hey.
Why are you like
コー
this?
ヒー入れてあげるね。
ありがとう。いいのかい？
I own the place. I can do whatever I want.
I nod and follow up by telling her that we might be here for a while. After making enough for the both of us, I move over to our usual table.
話といってもほとんど確認だろ？
Okay, maybe it's just me. But I feel like that cup's gonna fall.
There's a high likelihood. All she has to do is move just a little bit, like, oops. She wastes no time in getting to the meat of things. She takes a sip of her coffee before going on.
今日も美味しいよ。
ありがとう。ってそうじゃなくて、先週のあの夜、ソーニャと話していたのは私の死因のカードについてもだったんだね。
そうさ。君はソフィアが君のカードを持っていることを想定していなかっただろう。しかしソフィアは悪意があってそれを言わなかったわけではないらしい。君に必要以上に疑われることはしたくなかったそうだ。
わかるよ。私は初めソーニャのことをすごく疑ってたから。
仕方のないことだよ。もっともだからこそ僕はソフィアに確認をした。正確には僕たちのカードを持っているかということを。
そして実際ミハルの使命のカードも持っていた。
ああ。だがソフィアは信頼されないことを恐れずに最初に言っておけばよかったと 後悔はしていたようだよ。あの子らしいね。そうだね。その点については僕も同意だ。悲しいくらい彼女は純粋だった。
Memories of us sitting together at this very table come flooding back. It was like we were nothing more than three friends hanging out.
Yeah, just three friends. Just friends. Just friends.
Yeah, just... All right.
What?
Just dudes being bros, being guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking suffering.
11番の女性のように
My beloved.
積極的に相手を脱落させている相手に僕のカードを取られるのは避けたかった。
Yeah, there's more to it than that, though. Keep going, because
そ
that's
して
that's
それ以上
some.
に君のカードを選ばれるのが怖かった。
Yeah. Hey, she's being honest, so we'll take that.
ソーニャを指名したんだね。
I hesitate to press the issue any further. Mainly because it involves questioning how she can be so calm and collected in the face of all this. It's entirely possible that I'll hear something I don't want to if I ask. And yet, I end up asking her anyway.
ミハルはどうしてそんなに冷静でいられるの？
Okay. Yeah, we sure are gonna hear something we don't want to.
悲しむことが本当に必要なことかい？
Damn. Okay. That's the answer. How do you feel about that answer?
It's on par, and it's not as offensive as I feel like it could have been.
Fair enough.
It is definitely, it is more of an I statement, and it is like answering a question with a question. So it's very non. Yeah, it's okay. It doesn't piss me off as much as her holding us back from hugging a crying child, because that was insane. I can't bring myself to snap anything back to her. That's the exact response I was afraid I'd hear. Oh, well, I guess our character dreaded that, so I don't know. It's not like I don't understand her point. I know that there's no point in being upset.
ミハルはそれでいいの？構わないよ。君が選定の参加者だと知った時から僕の気持ちは変わっていない。君の
Yeah.
ために僕の命を捧げさせてくれ。
And this is the part where she's like, I don't even know you. It's like, what?
Okay. Stop it.
Oh,
This is not the drama.
would you
God,
prefer?
I feel like if I let you write these, it's just gonna be all the things that you know would like hurt me. It would just be just like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, I would specifically write a Yuri just to piss you off. It's like, yeah, yeah.
I believe you could. I believe you could write something that's good, but also very actively like my antithesis. Of like it's very well thought out, and I can't like say anything bad about it. I just fucking hate it.
It's like, I would add a few of your good friends just for good measure. It's like, yeah.
Oh my god. Strangles you.
It's like, yeah.
いい。もうそれは分かったよ。
Yeah, it's a little creepy, bro.
Can't help but be blunt. While I expected such a reply, it's still not what I wanted to hear. I don't have it in me to say anything more, though.
気持ちの整理がつかないのも無理はない。昨日の今日だからね。そうやって悩めるのがきっと凛花の強さだからね。
You know what? We should play the game of how many different ways is she gonna confess her love to us before she dies. Because I think we're at 4.
Should we also do how many times she's gonna brush her off? Gosh, just being girls, friends, girlfriend. Hey.
Hey, girlfriend! I don't know if we need that counter though, because like that's literally going to be every time. You even said like, watch, we get to the end, she dies, like we have to kill her, she dies, she does one last confession, makes it as clear as day. Like, I loved you romantically, and I always will. Live your best life without me, and then she's just gonna be like, man, what a good friend.
Man, what a good...
Like, you already put that into the universe that that's going to happen. So, like, why do we need that counter? It's gonna be every time.
You know, if that does happen, in a way, I would laugh my ass off and just...
I know, it would be a 10 out of 10 novel for you immediately. Just be like, wow.
I'm gonna laugh if that's how her route ends good, and like with Eggplant, she actually ends up with her. I'm like, damn, she just really didn't like her, I guess.
Damn. Yeah, I would cry. Oh. The tone of her voice doesn't falter.
今日はもう終わりにしよう。しかし、存外話が早く終わってしまったけれど、僕はまだコーヒーを飲み終えていない。
You greedy bitch!
Pack it to go.
少しここにいて
Drink your
いいか
coffee.
い？
My only response is a quick nod. Just as she said, I'm still distraught over what happened.
I feel like we should have asked why she decided to take our death card. I'm surprised she didn't ask that. Because we hazard a guess, and it's most likely, but still, she hasn't definitively told us. $10 and Banana's internet died. That's why she's like so quiet right now. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Where's my internet?
I hate when I forget to do the thing before stream, and then it does the thing, and then I just have to sit here and be like, well.
I knew it. I was like, probably died.
Yeah, it probably helped that I was in the middle of speaking when it happened. You're like,
Well, no, because you read the line, that's why I switched over, and I was like, oh. And then you were silent for a bit, and I was like, oh, she's not reading the line. And then I said something to prompt, maybe she just didn't see it. to prompt you, and I was like, oh, okay, well, she's gone.
She died.
Rip.
Yeah, no, I read this. What's worse, I seem to get more aggravated at night, and I said, okay, but that's normal.
Yeah, you didn't even
I
get
was
to
like,
read this line.
Are you hangry? Like, are you hangry? Do you need food? Like, it's...
You didn't get to read this line.
Oh.
Anyways,
Well, there you go.
but what I prompted to make you speak was like, I'm surprised she hasn't asked why she took our deaf card. Like, we hazarded to guess, but she hasn't really confirmed why she took it. Chose to take that.
Right. I think that is the thing that she's gonna keep close to her chest. There is like her reasoning behind that. But yeah, I don't know. I end up waiting for Miharu to finish her coffee.
Then kick her out.
Yeah, before I tell her to get the fuck out. I can't bring myself to look her in the eye during that time, not even once.
では僕はそろそろ行くよ。
ごめん、ちょっと待って。
She'll probably do anything you ask of her. I stop her just as she gets ready to walk out. There's still one important question left for me to ask.
Oh?
美晴の名前は
Okay.
いろいろあるのは分かってるけど、前の名字はヘビナタなんだよね。
That what? There's Vin. Why did they spell it that way? I know there's Vin. What the frick? Is that how you actually spell it, or am I tripping?
Because it's the abbreviation of their have, so it's technically correct, but no one would say it or spell it like that. It's kind of more of an accent thing, I guess, like how we're just shoving words together.
I guess. Okay.
But yeah, it's like I know there have been issues at home, like
三
blah
島
blah.
美晴でカードは作られなくて、ヘビナタ美晴が美晴の使命のカードだったよね。
戸籍上の名前は僕は三島美晴だよ。
Huh?
Okay.
つまり私の疑問っていうのは、カードが作られる基準がよくわからなくって。
Huh.
ああ、君の疑問はもっともだ。そしてきっとそれは選定において女神の説明不足な部分であり、ルールの穴と言うべきかもしれない。
I managed to catch a brief glimpse of sadness in her expression. There's no doubt that she's not very comfortable discussing this topic. And yet, she's doing her best to act unfazed for my sake. I make no effort to stop her, though. She knows that I've noticed, which is why she's bothering to explain it in the first place.
謝ろう。君には嘘を教えていた。
Her expression grows more pained as she says that. I feel kind of bad about it, so I can only imagine how she feels.
このことを説明するには、僕のことをもういくらか詳しく話さなければならない。僕の名字は両親が離婚して変わったわけじゃないんだ。別の理由で僕はヘビナタから
She's been lying to us this whole time.
だが
Hydrate.
僕の母親は君の知っている通り
Thank you,
あ
but
ま
now
り
I'm
褒めら
scared.
れた人間ではなくてね。
I mean, it was bold that did it.
この際
Yeah.
はっきりと言おう。僕は母親が嫌いだ。
Oh, well, damn. Wait, but don't you live with your mother? Oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah, that's probably why she hit the self-delete button.
I wonder if it was a I wonder if they decided that or it was a custody thing. Like he lost. It was like, ah, damn.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be told, and I don't know if it works differently in Japan, but at least I know in America the child is more likely to go with the mother unless the mother really fucks up bad.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but that's just kind of, so
Which
I don't
is
know.
kind of unfair, but it's, yeah.
And I think in a very like I think Japan still has a lot of like male dominated households and traditional mindsets in a lot of places, so I think they probably would also assume that the mother would still be the nurturer of the child. Unless the father wanted it, they might just give him prio because he wants it. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of throwing out guesses here, but
I think
I can see it.
I can still see the female getting the priority at least of the child.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Anyways,
That's correct and wildly irresponsible depending on the case. Yeah, it's wild out here, Bold. I don't know. We be wildin'. She has talked to me about her mom before, albeit briefly. About her habit of wasting money and her failure to do any chores, for instance.
oh well, damn.
That's why Miharu has several part-time jobs and has to deal with the household chores as well. Unlike most students at Amicha, she is far from financially sound. The only reason she can attend is due to her scholarship.
I forgot I put that as the something. ah,
Yippee! Let's go! Thank you for your Bezos bucks. Huge.
I put a freaking what's her name? Maya's laugh as the redeem. I was like, oh hey, damn.
Oh my god.
So I just heard Maya giggling in my ear the whole time.
At
You
least
were
it
reading.
wasn't the tick-tock, tick-tock.
That's one of them. I forgot what I put that one as, but that's one of them.
It's your enter call sound.
No, it's something on my stream too, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I reached my goal, 10 subs, yay.
Huge, let's go.
Oh,
Big and massive and real.
massive.
Yeah, goal like
Goal.
football announcers. Goal! And then like insert ol for like 10 more minutes. You know what I'm saying? They hold it for so long. They're some of the hypest announcers anywhere, for real. That and like League of Legends, because some of those casters go insane, like hyping some shit up.
Some of them are funny because you can hear their voice being lost. Like, what? Drakil. It's like, oh, damn. You just blew out your voice there a bit, didn't you? I see.
When they just squeak a little, like, back to puberty with you. Be gone. Yeah.
僕はできる
I
こ
mean, I
と
do
な
that
ら
too.
父親の姓を名乗っていたかった今でもそうできなくなってしまった運命を呪っている
Stuck with this one. This bitch!
Wait, so... Is the M, whatever her name is, her... I don't remember the names. I know one
Yeah.
starts with an M and one starts with an H, so the H is her father's name, I'm guessing?
Yes.
And the M is her mother's name. And since she's
Yes.
living with her mother, she took her name. Unwillingly.
Yeah, they probably illegally said this is what you get now. Merry Christmas. She's like, no.
Because I felt like it was the other way around. The way she was like so adamant, no, this is my name. but I don't know.
I see what you're saying. I sense that there's a lot more to this man than she's telling me. I don't know why I said man.
Yeah,
Man.
I was like, where'd you see the word man?
I didn't. I really didn't. I sense that there's a lot more to this than what she's telling me.
I was like, where'd you see the word man?
I don't know, dude.
Like, I had to read it because I was like, wait.
Well, what about this man? Whose man?
Whose
a
man's
man?
is this?
Whose man's is this? Oh, bruh. It's likely that everything she's suffered through links back to whatever that could be.
この選定におけるカードのルールは僕は全てが論理的なものではないと思う。いわゆる認知というものに頼りすぎている。
Oh, that's why it says her father's surname, right? I'm guessing. Because she said one's personal preferences or whatever.
Which would be like the loophole that she's talking about, and that would be why certain phrasings are important. Like, we would probably look at something objectively and disagree that that was the thing that, like how we went in depth on like what her cause of death could be, and we said in all likelihood, if it wasn't the blunt force trauma or bleeding out, she probably suffocated before she burned to death. You know, we're going like into the minute details type shit. Like we're getting real specific with it, but it's kind of just however you perceived yourself to have died.
Yeah.
Which is interesting in our case, because if it's how we perceived it, we don't even have a cause of death because we don't remember. We don't have a cause of death and we don't have a regret because we don't know.
Well, I guess it's something.
Does that mean we win?
No, because she got our cause of death, so it's probably how we
but
saw
what if
it
the
in the
card is
moment.
blank?
How we saw it at the moment. It's just that we, in a sense, know, but it's just blocked by the whole, like, I guess, trauma. So, in a sense, we have the answer. It's just we can't attain it because we're still blocking it out. If that makes sense. So that's interesting that it's... So that's why it has her father's surname, because that's how she sees herself.
Right.
As
And
her...
it probably was legally her name at one point as well, and just because her name changed and she had to take her mom, she's like, nah, fuck this hoe.
Well, I feel like that's more to do because she doesn't like her mother and prefer her father, so it's like she sees herself as her father's child, not her mother's child.
Right.
That's interesting. That's why. Legally, it's not her name, but it's how she sees herself. Okay.
Yeah. This is gonna make things really complicated. Because that means some information can't necessarily be verifiable.
Is that
through
why
outside
some...
sources.
Is that why some of them are specific more than others? Because, like, one has fire, but for the mother,
Right.
it had to be brain hemorrhage.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it's also like...
And with the diabetes guy, it was stroke.
Yes. Because it's probably what he heard as he was dying. Or felt, like he knows what a stroke feels like. Or knows enough knowledge like, oh, this is a stroke. No.
No.
So I guess that's also... Maybe that's why with the girl that we have now, her card, we know it says fire. Like, it's not specific. It's not really that specific because she would just know fire, right?
Right, and I don't think a child thinks that deeply about the exact cause of their death when they just bombed a train.
Yeah. So I guess. That's interesting. Anyways.
It's interesting and it's gonna overcomplicate it for sure.
Uh,
You can't make blind guesses when it comes to someone's cause of death and regret cards. Knowledge of the events surrounding them is a requirement. Each participant's perception of those events takes priority. In other words, there's no universal criteria in place for participants when it comes to creating new cards. That's Miharu's point.
今回の場合もそうだ。
Oh.
僕は自分の名前が三島美春だということを受け入れていない。
I mean, you don't have to. When you're old enough, you can change it back. You still have that option.
Yeah. Yeah.
だから美春のカードは海老名田美春なんだね。
きっと僕の心の奥深く、夢に現れる深層心理でも同じことを思っているのだろうね。
私は論理的かもって思うよ。そもそも名前って絶対的なものじゃない。生まれたばかりの赤ちゃんには名前がないもんね。
But now we're gonna get deeply metaphorical with the stuff that we learned from the mom who died. If it weren't for Keiko, I probably would have agreed with Miharu. But now, this is how I truly feel. Surnames change all the time due to marriage. Not only that, but you can even get it changed legally if so inclined. It's not always cut and dry like that, sure, but names are still something that reflect a person's individuality over all else.
なるほど。認識自体が認知の上に成り立っているということか。僕は自分の名前に縛られていたからね。視野が狭くなっていたよ。
大げさだよ。でも疑問は解消したって感じかな。
君を混乱させてしまっていたね。
うん、みんなそれぞれいろいろあるでしょ。けど私にとって美春は美春だから、それは何にも変わることはないよ。
くす。
Kisses.
She giggles with a smile in response to my proclamation. And it's not a forced smile either. It's sincere. One of relief.
話は変わるけれど、運命の大広間であんなことを言ったから、君に避けられないか心配していたよ。
本当に
Nah, that was to get her to
私は
shut
分
up.
かってたよ。
これで参加者のうちの何人かには僕たちが仲間割れしたと思い込ませることができたはずだ。
Alright. I have nothing more to say to you at the moment. The other participants must have figured out our friendship because of how we'd talked to each other since the very first election. In fact, Sonia assumed that we were friends from the start, too.
タイミングはバッチリだったね。
では、そろそろ行くよ。
Okay, take care.
This is so ambiguous, but I think I'll see you tomorrow is more that promise of like we're still good versus okay, take care is a lot more detached. Like all right, we're good, we're done, bye. So I think for the sake of Miharu's route, I'm leaning towards I'll see you tomorrow.
I mean, to be fair, I said like we're just doing it without route in mind, just what we would say. So if you still would
Right.
say, I'll see you tomorrow, we can go that way, I would just say, I would say
Typically, I'm not mad at her.
I would be like, I would say F off, but you know, that's not an option.
Right. Yeah, the option that you want is not here, therefore. Yeah, cuz yeah, I would say if I'm thinking in general, I'd say okay, take care to like people that I feel like I'm genuinely not gonna reach out to again or not see again or am very impartial to, I guess. Although what I do say to people I do care about is similar, which is be safe. But to me that means something more than like it sounds the same, but for me, so I don't know. I'll just say I'll see you tomorrow. It's not worth like overthinking it. Option 1.
Do we have to? I don't like her.
また明日学校で
She smiles and makes an ever so elegant exit from the store.
I mean, it's true, we are gonna see her tomorrow at school, but you know.
Yeah. Funny, I made coffee thinking we'd be talking for a while, but the real conversation only began after we finished drinking it. Take a moment and stare at Miharu's empty cup before getting back to my usual routine.
Morning.
Before we get into this next part, can I have a quick bathroom break? Because I was hydrated. I've been hydrated. Give me like 2 minutes.
No. Nah, you're good. I'll go pee, I guess, too. Alright, BRB.
Whoa, button. I love the BRB screen. It looks good. Welcome back, gamers. I hope everybody had a good pee, get a snack. Okay, so we wake up. I slept so soundly last night that I didn't even dream. We're back to sleeping like a baby. This is good. See, our conscious is never really affected for long in the grand scheme of things. Dreams. Hard to believe such a concept has taken on a whole new meaning for me. I never considered the possibility of a whole other world existing within our dreams. Not to mention a goddess like Parka coming along and connecting me with others through said world. I mean, who could imagine meeting complete strangers within your own dream? It'd be a romanticized situation if this were a shoujo manga, I'm sure. Smiles. I cast my mind back to the other participants' appearances. That's when I remember something crucial.
おじいさん
Whoa. She's catching up. Naomi's message from yesterday springs to mind. She said that there's definitely something suspicious about that girl and where she's staying. It's not just any old man either. He's Japanese.
Wait. The gossiping woman said that the foreign chick started living there a month ago.
Yeah, when the game started.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Wait, are you just now piecing it together too? I thought we were all on the same page. We knew it was the old man.
I just thought it was his relative. I thought they were gonna explain it. I knew the old man was coming, but I didn't think they would be working together.
Yeah, that's what I've kind of been wondering about is like, I'm assuming what happened is he holed up in his house, not wanting to die, but also not willingly offering himself up to die, if that makes sense.
Well, I don't know.
I think I said that weird, but just like he's trying to stay out of it for as long as possible is what that sounds like to me. But then I'm assuming the child has information cards on him and was able to find him. And now they're just cohabitating for some reason. Like they just, I don't know.
Who knows?
That's my guess. That man is number 5. Might be onto something. Don't work your brain too hard there, sweetie. Actually, I should have caught on right away. There's still plenty of time before I need to be at school. I want to try something. My decision made, I make my way to the old man's house. Oh. Here we go, here we go. Fortunately, I make it all the way without getting lost. It's a pretty tricky route after all, but jotting down the address yesterday turned out to be worth it. But I probably would have been fine without it, considering I've somehow managed to memorize the route. It's almost like you were on high alert the whole time. I make sure to keep some distance away to avoid looking suspicious. It may be early in the morning, but people are still passing through. Once the area empties out, I check inside his mailbox. Feel pretty bad about doing this, but it's necessary.
time looking through people's mail.
Illegal. There are a slew of letters in here. Definitely more than a day's worth. Most of them are from debt collectors. Oh no, OG-san. Not just from one collection agency either. There are multiple different senders. Ignore all that. Grab a random letter and remove it from the box. I want to see to whom it's addressed, of course.
A old man's name.
Easy old man name. That has to be the name of the old man living here. Just to be sure, I check a few other letters as well. They all cite the same name. All that's left is to get a glimpse of his face. I consider waiting for him to leave the house, but I need to remain mindful of the time. As important as this is, I still have school. Helps that I'm probably safest there too. Just as I decide to stick around for as long as I can, I notice two figures in the distance. Two figures that I recognize even. One male, the other female. Both are foreigners and tall.
Oh, crap.
It's so over. We're gonna die down here. There's still plenty of distance between us, so I can't make out their faces.
Okay, so maybe they haven't seen us.
Hopefully, Preach. Not that I need to. I can tell it's them based on their silhouettes. They do stand out. Not only are they participants, but they're also the most dangerous duo by far. Numbers 3 and 11, Federico Carminati and his partner. I instinctively duck for cover. Yeah, that's not suspicious. They have to be targeting the girl. Either that, or they're looking into the relationship between her and the old man, just as I am. Assuming he turns out to be a participant, it's likely they've tracked him down here. Down to here. Number 11 is carrying a notepad. I assume she's gotten hold of his address somehow. She is too strong. She has too many fucking connections for some of the most absolute bullshit. What the... In that case, they must be coming for him instead of the girl. After all, she wouldn't be listed as living here.
I mean, I think it makes sense. If I'm remembering right, maybe I'm wrong. But she's the one that got his name card, the old man's, right? Because someone got his name card. I don't know if it was the Alan or her. I think it was her because I remember seeing him at the second trial or so.
I don't remember, but I believe that's verifiable information.
So if he has her name, it wouldn't take much to find the address. Especially since the surnames are labeled on the houses.
Right.
You would just.
I mean, once you have someone's name, it's really easy to find their address anywhere they are. Like, that is public records.
Yeah, so she probably. It's not really her connection, she probably just looked it up.
That's fair. I didn't remember the fact that she might have had his name, so. I just. I don't know. Oh boy. Just as I'm deciding whether to stick around or head to school, the front door gets propped ajar. Noticing this, the duo duck into a nearby alley. From what I can tell, number 11's the one who prompts them to do so. That surprises me. She seems like the kind of person to leap in when the opportunity presents itself, so I don't expect her to tread carefully. Both the girl and the old man are likely aware of the situation they put themselves in. So it's only natural for them to scout out their surroundings before they leave the house. Deciding that the coast is clear, the door swings open.
あれは
Light pours out of my bag all of a sudden. The moment that old man steps out of the house, in fact. That's when I become certain that he is Ushizuka Shigetsuga. I did my best.
Die.
His appearance matches what I saw in the dream world, a tenacious looking old man. I got the impression that he was a shut-in of sorts before, but his current attire of a sweater and loose pants says the opposite. Number 11 and Federico remain hidden for some reason.
I love how she just says Federico because she knows the name, so she doesn't even bother saying number 3. Like, hey, Federico.
Right. Yeah.
I hope she remembers that if she does confront them, not to actually say Federico to him.
Right, that'll just get her fucking whopped. Just like, you're gonna die. Regardless, I've confirmed that Ushizuka is a bona fide participant. It's safe to say that I'm putting myself in danger if I stay any longer. As such, I slink back to the station, taking care not to bump into any of the others.
どうやらビンゴだぜ。
Now we're following them.
I whisper to Odette when the old timer leaves his house.
バカ、声がでかいんだ。
She may have whispered, but she also slams her foot down on mine. Gotta admit, she's uncharacteristically cautious at times like this. You'd think someone massive like her would charge right in, but nope. She even keeps us a fair distance from the house to ensure we aren't seen. Granted, putting this much distance between us means she gets that her massive body don't lend itself to stealth. Enough about her. Let me recall how we ended up here in the first place. Oh, good. We love a good,
Flashback.
So how did we get here?
Flashback.
Flashback. Oh, whoa. Me and Odette had a talk about who to target after the third election. Where that crazy thin Japanese lady got eliminated. Bruh. Odette's intuition played a big part in us targeting Ro, so we still hadn't made use of the cards we were dealt at the beginning. Knowing there'd be a name or two among those initial cards, we decided to go after whoever was in my set. Normally, I'd be again showing off my cards, but Odette told me which card she'd taken from Ro immediately afterwards, so... Well, not like she chose to do that without planning to get something in return. Turns out I had that Russian kid's name card, Sophia something something. The kid had been through some rough stuff, but it ain't any of my concern. We took her parents hostage and Odette got her to spill her life story. Thing is, she implied that she had one of Odette's cards. Not only that, but Odette decided to give her some time to screw around. Time to let her get over her regret, really. Can't say why she did it, but there ain't no point in trying to get into that woman's head. I wouldn't have been able to learn much about Sophia with just her name, so I decided not to complain. Had things gone according to plan, Odette would have eliminated Sophia, but Miharu broad one-upped her. Make no mistake, Odette ain't the type to let something like that slow her down. We're the same in that regard. Plenty of things went awry for me back in Italy, but I never took issue with it. In fact, those situations are when people expose their worst side. You gotta make the most of that. Just like I said in the Court of Fate, 2 of the 3 cards dealt to me at the beginning belong to participants that have already been eliminated. Next up is number 5, Ushizuka Shigetsuga. Odette had his name card, so we used it to dig up dirt on him, and here we are.
おい、ぼーっとしてんじゃねえ。撤退するぞ。
Space Cadet.
あ？なんでだよ。相手はジジイだ。とっ捕まえて情報を吐かせりゃいいだろうが。それか、あいつのいないうちに家に入っちまえばいいだろ。
バカかってんだ。これから通勤ラッシュの時間に入る。ただでさえ私らは目立つんだ。通報でもされたら厄介だろう。早朝か深夜にもう一度来る必要がある。ここは住宅街だからな。ソフィアやローの時よりも慎重に行かねえと。
俺より目立つのはあんただけどな。
She smashes her foot down on mine again. Guess she isn't too pleased about the implication that she's the only one that stands out.
だけどさ、結局新しい情報は得られなかっただろ。
いや、あの家がジジイの住処だって分かれば死因は予想できる。
ボロっちい家だが、それで分かるのか。いや、なるほどな、だからか。
珍しく察しがいいじゃねえか。言ってみろ。
Figured she'd spill the beans if I acted like I caught on, but that didn't go quite as planned.
Well, fuck. Damn. Now I have to guess.
Now I know not to even bother pretending. She smacks my shoulder before she continues.
他に身寄りがないジジイだ。日本じゃそういう連中が孤独死してしばらくしてから発見されるってのは問題になってるらしいじゃねえか。日本は特に閉鎖的なコミュニティ、村社会だっつうから起こりやすいのかもしれねえな。
In what the?
Insular?
Yeah, what is that?
That could be our word of the day. Let me get you a...
I have no idea what that word is. To be
Insular. Ignorant or uninterested in cultures, ideas, or peoples outside of one's own experience. Narrow-minded, limited. And then relating to or from an island. So it's the... I think it's the root of like insulating, like isolating, insulating. So it's both a description of the fact that they're like a closed off island, as well as like they're very much just set in their ways and their own culture, stuff like that.
Got it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
腐った死体やらの清掃なんかを専門にしてる業者すらあるらしい。まあ、それは
Doesn't every culture have dead body specialists? We have morticians.
I guess he meant like taking the rotted body that's been there for like
Way
weeks.
too damn long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
てめえが話を聞いた主婦の言葉を思い出しな。
まあベラベラと喋る太った主婦だったな。
Oh,
I think back to what she told me.
probably the same woman that yapped our freaking ear off.
Seems like there were rumors of him kicking the bucket since he rarely left the house.
ガシか。しかし、いくら孤立したジジイでも先進国でガシはないんじゃないか。金の補助は国から受けてたんだろうし。
そうでもないさ。あの主婦はジジイが腰を痛めてることも話してただろ。
Yeah, that's right. She did. Don't know why she remembers more of this stuff than me when I was the one who talked to the woman.
ひどい腰痛ってのは
That's
自
a
力で
skill
動けな
issue,
くなる
but
ことがある。私が船に乗ってた時にもそうなっちまった乗組員はいた。ジジイが家で突然そのレベルの腰痛に襲われたとしよう。元から患ってたんなら突発ではねえけど、とにかく孤立しているから助けを求められない。近所の連中もジジイが家から出てこないのは慣れっこだから気にしない。金だけもらって介護を受けてるわけじゃねえから短期間じゃ訪問もねえ。人間は7日飯を食えなかったら、あるいは3日水が飲めなければ死ぬんだ。私はよく知ってる。
I can tell she's serious by the tone of her voice. Knowing what she's been involved in, I wouldn't be surprised if her crew had come close to starvation at some point. That or she's seen it happen to one of her shipmates before.
So he most likely starved.
重度の腰痛で動けなくなっちまい、助けも呼べず、そのままガチか。ありえない話じゃないと思うが、そんな早く。
Ah, there you go.
Familiar light emanates from my book. The sign that a new card's been made. The same thing happens for Odette, too. They are going to kill this man. When she notices, she can't help but grin. It's honestly sickening just how good she is at this. It sure is interesting, I'll tell you that much.
だけど、動けないほどの腰痛があっても、さっきジジイは外に出てたな。
That's because he can't die during this divine selection.
ソフィーなんじゃらの時もそうだったが、選定の間は体がある程度回復してるってことなのか。
てめえの予想の通りだろうな。肉体の状態はどこかの時点まで戻されるって考えた方が良さそうだ。
She nods in reaffirmation after repeating what I said. Half expected her to say she doesn't care, so it takes me by surprise. Her expression reverts to its usual state, then she turns around.
十分収穫はあった。いい加減戻るぞ。
We head back the way we came, making sure not to be spotted by Ushizuka.
He's here
Unbeknownst to
too.
Rinka. Huh?
He's here too. Read it.
Yeah. I'm gonna, yeah.
Sorry.
Unbeknownst to Rinka, Alan has been tailing her for the past few days. It brings him to the residential district where Ushizuka Shigetsu, whose name he has yet to learn, lives.
He hasn't even gotten a name. Damn, he's behind us. I mean, sorry, I just read it and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
All
No,
three
you're real
parties are targeting this old man.
Yeah.
Damn. It's harsh, bro.
It do be what it do be. What's more, he has learned the whereabouts of both her school and Lion House.
Oh, crap.
Seeing that she's making her way to school after obtaining the elderly man's name card, he chooses to stop telling her for the time being.
Oh, he was telling us and just happened. Okay.
And now sees that Odette and Federico are here and is probably gonna use this opportunity to.
I don't
This
think
is fucking crazy.
the way he's worded it, the way it was worded, I don't think he's noticed them yet, but he's noticed that we were tailing the old man. So he's probably gonna change targets since we basically led him to another target.
Maybe.
Or at least, you know, like it's like, well, since I'm here.
Right. He closes his eyes and recalls her figure.
リンカ
Eliminating her would prove a simple task, were he to actively focus on it.
Okay. Damn.
He's got crazy yaoi hands, bro. Hide the words for a second. He's got like the biggest hands with the wildest fingers. Look at him.
So he can crush skulls of children.
I bet he can. Children, adults, the elderly. Bruh.
Imagine him fighting Odette.
I do want to see that fight. It would be pointless though because they can't die, so they would just be scrapping for the sake of scrapping, but like that would be so hot.
Yeah, but they could have knocked one and the other unconscious.
That's true. And prevent them from digging any further, like physically restrain them so that they can't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could do. Probably won't do, but could do. However, a number of reasons prevent him from doing so.
What are those reasons?
The first is her relationship with number 2, Miharu.
Why?
She may have gone to lengths to make it seem like they had a falling out, but Alan witnessed them being friendly at Lion House. It confirmed to him that they're still cooperating.
Damn.
One cannot target Shishimai Rinka without first dealing with Hebinata Miharu. He sure is just throwing their full government names out there to the wind, huh?
Technically not, because Miharu's, that's not her government name.
Fair. Alan has no idea which card she was dealt at the beginning either, which is the main reason for his hesitation in getting involved with her. Her actions during the previous election show that she cannot be underestimated. She may have eliminated a girl far younger than herself, but she went head to head with number 11 to obtain election rights. The biggest reason of all, however, is that Alan has found himself under suspicion from Japan's police.
Oh, jeez. I wonder why.
That's crazy, bro.
Freaking stalking people in broad daylight and breaking into nurseries and stuff. Jeez, I wonder why you would be under suspicion. Damn.
It'd be really funny if he got kicked out of the country, actually. Like, oh, can't investigate them anymore, forehead. His recklessness while obtaining Kamabuchi Keiko's information has landed him in a tight spot.
No shot.
Recklessness, huh?
It's almost like if it's a foreigner, they're gonna report the foreigner, and you're wearing the same clothes.
I mean, it's probably safe to assume that he's been changing his clothes, but for the sake of visual novel, they're not gonna like draw that in every single time, but I know what you mean.
Plus, I don't think he speaks Japanese. He's using the book, so they probably heard him speak another language too.
Right, like Hindi or something.
So yeah, not a lot of suspects going around.
He's the only Indian man in Japan. End him. He had made sure to scout out the positions of each camera in the hospital and cut off those he couldn't avoid, but something unexpected happened. He somehow ended up on the list of suspects responsible for the attack on the hospital.
No shot, of course.
Under normal circumstances, he would use illegal means to ensure that he would not be arrested, but his current situation does not allow for that. Especially because he holds far less influence in Japan than back in India, where his company is based. He sure just is an asshat, huh? He may have some leeway, but now is no time to flex those muscles. Valid as these reasons are, Alan is simply using them as a means to distract himself from the reality of the matter. There is a far simpler reason behind his choice to not pursue Rinka. One that he had noticed earlier. The look in her eyes. It reminded him of himself. Oh, nah, no, don't try and make me like the asshat. You stop it. You stop it.
No.
They're gonna give him some sad loser like background for like,
Sad
oh,
loser
no one ever
background.
liked me and my parents died and I'm fucking Batman, and I'll be like,
I'm
dude.
fucking Batman. Yeah. He's Indian Batman, but yeah. I don't know. I don't remember the issue where Batman threatened to crush a baby's skull if you didn't get information.
Yeah, that episode was banger, right? It was crazy. Not only does she lack his amassed fortune, but she is also nowhere near as physically imposing, and yet somehow her eyes burned with a determination matching his own.
She don't lift. And she poor. She don't lift and she poor. God damn.
0 out of 10. Would not recommend.
Nice eyes though.
Yeah. There's a fire behind those eyes. Something about him. Reminds me of me.
If she lifted a little bit more, maybe.
Her artist didn't give her no yaoi hands. The fuck? She lacking.
Uh,
それよりも
Alan has the chance to learn the old man's name the same way that Rinka did, but he opts not to. To be more accurate, he can't.
Why?
He can't read Japanese!
It's like, how the like, what the fuck does it say? He's like,
I don't speak these lines. This is thanks to his spotting a particular duo, keeping their eye on the old man's home. Oh, it's not like, it's not a skill issue, it's he noticed.
Oh, he did notice them now.
Numbers 3 and 11. Alan arrived after Rinka's departure, so they likely had no idea she was also there.
11番の女は確か5番使命を取得していたな。
That was more than enough reason to understand why she was here. With sufficient connections at one's disposal, learning where someone lives based on their name alone is a simple feat. What surprises Alan is the fact that someone like her would cooperate with number 3. The sheer stupidity he displayed in the Court of Fate and had Alan convinced that he could be left for later, but that was no longer the case if he's with number 11. It may not seem like it, but Alan has respect for those who have eliminated other participants. Only 2 people have earned this respect thus far. One is Miharu, and the other is number 11. Alan can also tell that the latter is no ordinary person. One glance was all he needed to understand her background and the deeds in which she had been involved. Based on what he has seen, she seems to have the upper hand with number 3.
男の方は手足かあるいは鉄砲玉といったところか。
Damn.
まあいい。今すべきは
Number 3 is gonna die today.
Oh.
His target switches from the old man to those 2.
Oh.
This is getting spicy. Also, I hate that he by far has the most information out of anybody right now. That's so bad for us. Keeping an eye on them will likely lead him to getting his hands on number 5's information without much effort. Not only that, but discovering where they're based now, while unaware of his plans, will give him the advantage down the line.
This is interesting because given their line of work, will they notice him tailing, or given his background, would he be able to tell them without them even noticing?
We will have to figure it out because I don't think they noticed Miharu. Excuse me, they didn't notice us, which is Rinka.
Well,
They
it's
didn't
because
notice
we
us,
noticed
so-
them far in the distance because their silhouettes are so distinct that we noticed them. We blended
Yeah.
a bit more because we're Japanese, but if they were closer, they probably could have told from our hair.
Right.
So we were able to duck before they even noticed us.
Yeah.
But like
my point being is that like I don't. Well, I guess to follow your line of logic, he would probably be easier to spot. So if they do have that sort of awareness, which they probably should, everyone should probably be on high alert all the time, just in general. But like, he would be easier to spot because he's also foreign and stands out like a sore thumb. So they're all on equal footing there as far as like just picking them out of a crowd is pretty easy. So we'll see. That may be enough to make up for the disadvantage his celebrity status gives him. Celebrity status. I
True.
own a company.
But true, but like, like how she made sure she was extra far so the old man didn't notice, they're also aware that they stick out, so they might try to make up for it. I don't know. It depends on how careful they are.
Yeah, it's time to find out. He begins to tail the two, taking extra care not to be noticed. Soon after, Alan returns to the residential district. His attempt to tail them hasn't ended as well as hoped. Not from being noticed, though. Alan trusts himself to not slip up when it comes to that. However, those two must have unconsciously taken a path to shake any potential pursuers.
Oh, they probably do that in case they don't notice anyone following them. Yeah.
Right. Again, yeah, just being on high alert is smart. It eventually led to him losing sight of them.
やはりあの女が優先か。
He mutters to himself so as not to stand out. He then makes his way back to his own base of operations. The time has come for him to finally take action.
Oh. Damn, that's a lot happening in just like 2 days.
Was a busy, yeah.
2 days. 2 days have passed.
So let's be clear. let's try and like parse this out really fast. So Rinka, which is our character, knows that the old man and the girl are cohabitating in the old man's house, and is also aware that Odette and Federico are here,
And targeting
but is
the old man.
unaware of the fact that 12 has been following her.
Yes. It seems
The
she's
old
been.
man potentially knows nothing.
Yes.
The child potentially knows nothing.
Yes.
Federico and Odette know the old man lives there, but might not know about the child.
Yes. They didn't mention the child, so therefore it's safe to assume they didn't see the child because their focus was on the
Right.
man.
Right. And also did not know that we were there and did not know that 12 was there.
Yes.
And 12 knows everything except for the child.
Yes.
Probably.
He knows that we're at least gaining information on the old man. Doesn't know if we're targeting them, but because he probably assumes we're not the type. He knows that 11 and 3 are there and working together. He also knows that we're still working with
Miharu.
Miharu. Anyways, still working with her. And what else? He freaking knows. That's it, I guess. He also can't do anything. At least as present, he knows that he has to take care of Miharu before us. So we have a shield in a sense. And
Yeah.
he's hesitant to even move on her because he doesn't know if she has any of his information.
Right, and she's proven that she is a crazy bitch who will... She does not care. She will fucking... she will end herself to end you.
She knows that she's
She will
willing to
take you with
play
her.
the game, unlike us,
Right.
the old man and the little girl, since we've never played. I think he's going to... It's weird, because he said he was going to say 3 for later, because he's stupid. But now that we're here, so he's either going to target... I think he wants to target 11, but... I don't know.
She's gonna be a formidable opponent, yeah. If anything, it would be better. Well, it would be best to take her out if he can. But if he can't, like, at least removing her pawn from the equation. Although I don't know if he has anything left at his disposal that's of any use to her. So realistically, I don't know if she would care that much.
would
I think
depend.
it's just more so the idea that there's two of them.
It would depend. I think he would want to take out 11 because taking out the pawn might make her. He might feel like it makes her more dangerous if she's alone. To be honest, no offense to 3, but she's been doing literally all the work.
Oh, 1000%. And 3 has done nothing but fumble, which is so funny. Like, yeah, he literally just is so dog shit at this.
Like,
So, I don't know.
like, Podge. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Yeah, we know that the only thing he contributed is going after Sophia.
Right.
Because he had her name.
Right.
And we only know he has one useful card, which we don't know what that card is, but he only has one useful. And that's it. And this is all on the pretense we don't even know who the last participant is. There's still one person we haven't met.
Yeah, that was gonna be the one thing that I was gonna say is like all the pieces are quite literally in play now and all very much in the same area ish, except for the last one that we don't even know who it is. Because for all we know, it was that fucking Karen, but our character just doesn't look people in the eye when we go. So like, why would she recognize?
I think she would
nobody?
recognize, like, given the benefit of that, I think
I
she would
don't know.
recognize it given that the game's getting serious. And given
I would
that
hope so.
3 and 11 spoke to her too, from what it sounds like. I don't
Yeah,
think
and they
it's-
would have paid attention. You're right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is our
Is
stop
the
at
last
22?
one the one that way back in the beginning? Remember how at the very first like election selection where we kind of looked around the room and there was just one person laying on the ground like sleeping or catatonic or whatever?
Yes, they did mention.
Do you remember what I'm talking about? Is that who the last person's going to be?
Yeah, I
'Cause
think.
I really don't remember who it was.
I don't remember seeing that person's face.
Right.
So I could believe that. And it's hard to say because even looking at covers of the game, the only
Thank you for the hydrate.
people they show is 3 and 11, us, Eggplant, Miharu, Alan, and the one that was on the train bombing. So that's the only people we see on the cover, and the rest are in the background, but like
What the fuck?
you can't see their faces.
One more time, I got.
I'm just saying we don't see
Okay.
what their faces. Anyways,
Right.
I love how it was like,
It's hard because so like the catatonic one could either be it could be the one we're missing or it could be the little girl that was killed because she literally fails to function when she's hungry.
It's hard, eh? Yo.
Shush. It could be the one we're missing, it could be the little girl, or it could have been the mom. Because after 1 week of like,
I think maybe
I
it
don't know,
was
she
the
could have just been
mom.
having a moment of sobbing. I don't know.
Anyways,
Anyways.
but yeah, I think as far as we know, like I said, we have almost everyone. It's just one person they haven't shown for some reason.
I'm so scared who the last player is and when that's gonna be revealed, because what if there are even more 5-head than like 12 and they're just like manipulating this whole thing the whole time? Like, I'm...
It could be, or they could be like... I think at best that player might come into play because he has... I think the only way he'll get conflict is like maybe he has Alan's cards. Like his
Some people have gotta have his cards, and I'm gonna need them to like buck up and like be really... Come on now. Announce yourself to anyone that isn't him and like go for it, because he's clearly the powerhouse here. He's so fucked.
Because
I don't know.
we don't know who has his name card, if I remember. But whoever has his death and what's his other card? Crap.
The regret's gone, right?
I don't remember.
No. Oh, we don't know which one of his cards are actually still in play and which ones have died.
Yeah, because whenever they're eliminated, we don't know what cards they held. The only exception is if they tell us. Like with Sophia, they told us what cards she had, and with the guy that had the stroke, they told us what cards he had.
You're right, because she barely had a choice. It was her 2 information cards or a new card.
Yes.
She's like, wow, what a choice here that I have.
And that's when she got the old man's name.
Right.
So, the only... It could be... Okay. If I had to guess... The girl he eliminated first could have had his cards, or at least one of his cards. Hence, why he targeted her hard, because if he had like a death, because I don't think he cares ultimately about his name, because it was so easy to get, and he knew it would be easy to get, given that he's famous for owning a company and stuff. But he would want to eliminate anyone holding his death and regret. Especially his regret.
Especially, yeah.
So it's possible she was holding one of those two, or even both, and that's why he targeted her. And she could have been naive enough to, like, go to him. Because she recognized him and was scared.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Because 10 hasn't made a move. 11 hasn't made a move towards him.
No.
And that's only because she's working with what she has. 3 gave up information that he doesn't basically have anything useful. And that leaves the old man, the one that we haven't seen yet, and the girl left. Because we don't have anything.
Right.
I guess Miharu, but she hasn't shared anything with us either, so who
I
fuck
know. We very much don't know. I hope she has 12 stuff. I hope she's the one that kills him. Actually, that would be so fucking fire.
At best, she could have his name card, I feel like,
1v1
which
me.
is nothing.
I feel like we all know his name at this point.
Well, not 11-3 and the rest of contenders. We know his name only because of the mother.
Because Keiko is a Googling savant, I guess.
Well, I think the others haven't looked it up because 1, either they're not playing like the old man, or 2, like something like 11, she's not targeting him, so it's like later. I don't need it now.
Right. Yeah. Also, it's a foolish assumption, but it's a safe assumption to be like, we're probably all giga-random, so Googling isn't gonna do much. I think he's literally the only person where Googling would actually do anybody any good. Because of his fame status, like he pointed out. Because, like, you Google Japanese schoolgirls, you're not gonna find Miharu and Rinka, right? Or I don't know, just Googling like generic Japanese old man, or you know, like he
I think the best
specifically
you can
just-
do with Rinka and Miharu is, because uniforms are specific to schools, finding out the uniform school.
Right. Which it would take a long time, probably, to go through all the different uniforms and stuff.
I don't know how
you could do
begin
it.
searching that. I guess at best you could, like they do, like find a random schoolgirl with the uniform and follow them to the school, know where the school is, and then
Reverse extrapolate from there.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or you can just
It's
ask one of them, I guess, like, what school is that uniform from? Because I don't know, bullshit excuse, I'm thinking of enrolling my daughter into it.
for. Yeah. Things are really, really heating up, though. There's a lot of moving parts now. It's getting really interesting. As much as I would hate it, I'm also viscerally curious. I want to spend some time inside of Alan's head. I wanna follow him around as he does what he does.
We followed him only twice, when he eliminated the woman and right now.
Yeah. And it was very brief and gave us not a lot. The whole reason why we were in his head when he eliminated the woman, I think, was to show us the fact that you have to relive people's deaths. I think that was the reveal with that one.
No, that was with
Remember
Odette.
correctly? Was it?
Yes, when she eliminated the dude with the stroke.
Then I don't remember what the point of us being inside of his head for
I
that
think it's
was,
because-
other than to just allow us to see the elimination.
I think it's because she got in his head a little bit, because she was talking something and he got like a bit upset about it, and then that's when he first talked about the fire in the main character's eyes.
That's fair. And then the this time obviously it was because he was gonna start tailing the other two, but he failed, so then it was like, all right, anyways.
Yeah, and reveal that he's actually been following us the entire time.
Right, which I figured he would have been. Burton. Should you send the gifts now?
Sure, why not?
We're about to end stream, so it's because they're also for Bleach.
Right.
Understood.
I'm sorry.
Feel free.
But what was I gonna say? Yeah, we've done 3 more than anything. The only time.
Oh my god, what are these?
The song. Someone's playing the song.
Oh, nice. It's the stuff from Cautious Hero, the 6-pack and the Shekshi. Oh, 6-pack. Shekshi. Why am I crying again?
Why am I crying again? Someone decided to redeem the song.
What? That's not a gift. It's okay. I can make this work. Thank you so much, Burton, for these sound files. They mean so much. You have no idea how much it means to us. Thank you for the hydrate. Wait, what?
I wonder if I screenshot my screen, you can hear it when I hear it instead of off the stream.
Were you also sent them, or do I have to send you them separately?
Send them separately. Hey, I want to test something while we're here.
Sure.
Okay, you can see the game. Can you hear the game?
Yes.
Can you hear this?
Sniff, sniff.
So you can hear it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that way when it's redeemed, you hear it with me. Okay, that's good.
Sniff, sniff.
Oh, someone redeemed it. Did you hear it?
I did.
There we go. That's how we'll do it without having to you listen through stream. There you go.
Yo.
You figured it out.
Dude, we're cooking with the sauce now. Also, I'm assuming those gifts are things you want as sound redeems put in for the channel points.
It's funny because just the other day I just got the soundboard for 6-pack. I mean, I haven't saved it yet to my computer, but I have it on the side.
Did Burton send you them too, or should I send them to you?
Send them to me. I'll do that later.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That should have. Oh, I love the forward feature in Discord, man. That saves me all the effort of having to download them myself just to put them back. Amazing. Thank you.
The forward feature.
What do you mean the forward feature? What did I say? Did I say something again?
Your guess is as good as mine. You always say something.
I feel like I do, especially on days where I feel like my mouth is doing whatever it wants outside of what my brain is telling it to do. I'm like, oh god, what did I say? 'Cause surely I didn't hear it. Yo. Yo?
Hey yo.
Woohoo. Yo? Wow.
Hey, it's Arnie.
Alrighty, gamers. It is time to ship you off. We must naturally select somebody.
Do you have somebody?
Yeah, I do. Unless you have someone you prefer.
I do. I just have someone. If you didn't have someone, I don't care.
Okay. Because we can go say hi to my friend Nick, who was doing Balatro, but also... Oh, wait, never mind. I think they just went offline. Never mind. Good.
Well.
All right, who's yours?
Oh. Rip. Anyways.
Why is it hoo hoo ho ho hee hee hoo hoo? Why are we hooing?
Hoo ha 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 hee ha hoo ha. This.
Where are we going, streamer?
This person, because they're playing Nikkei, I'm sending it here.
Ooh, we love Nikkei. We love Nikkei in this house. That's almost like a visual novel.
Sure. You know what? The hoo hoo ha ha. That's the reason.
It is? Alright.
Why not?
Wonderful. Fuck it, we ball.
We ball. F it.
You also have to type in the raid since I can't see
Wait, I
who
did.
is. Oh. Am I dumb?
In our tier time chat.
Oh. I see. I see. Oh yeah, you do watch this person. Truing. There we go. Nikkei friendship! Thanks for hanging out today, y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you for making me cry a ton and also hydrating me
Gotta hydrate
And-
when you cry. Yeah.
Listening to us lose our minds.
Okay. It's Tuesday, we will be back with visual novels. Yay.
Yay, Visual Novel Tuesday. Yippee! Another hydrate? There's no way. You can't possibly.
No, it's
gonna
impossible.
pee
It's
again.
literally 10 minutes. It's been
Yeah, because
6.
I'm gonna hit the button. Oh, it is impossible because 10 minutes. Fantastic. All right. Bye, guys. Have a
bye.
good one.